David Johnson and Chuck Brownsville here with you with the Ole Miss Spirit from Vaught Hemingway Stadium. The final score tonight, Mississippi State 35, Ole Miss 3. Chuck, it was a long night for the Rebels.
Long night and a long season. And pretty much this game kind of was a microcosm of the whole season as far as I was concerned. The Rebels couldn't get a break, couldn't make a break, didn't earn a break. The depth was terrible. The injury situation was bad all year. Just kind of mercifully, this season's over.
Chuck, we just left the post-game press conference. What's on everybody's mind, obviously? Will there be staff changes with this Ole Miss football program? Matt Luke did not want to talk about that in there tonight. That's understandable.
Yeah, but obviously I think that there's going to have to be some staff adjustments. Matt did not hire most of this staff, and I'm sure that there's some things that he wants to get done staff-wise. I think that he'll talk to players tomorrow probably, mull everything over in his mind. The whole staff's supposed to go out Sunday. I would look for him to do some things, some tweaks of his staff by Sunday. I'll be surprised if he doesn't. And I don't know that I expect a major overhaul, but I expect an overhaul.
Both Wesley McGriff and Phil Longo in the post-game press conference were asked about their respective units moving ahead. Both kind of gave book answers, Chuck.
Yeah, well, but they were truthful. It's going to be about recruiting. They got to rebuild this roster. The devastation of 5 years of NCAA investigation showed this year tremendously. It's probably going to show worse next year. I don't want to sound bleak and gloom and doom, but there's a lot of work to do in this program, and he's got to get the people in here to do it, and he's got to do it himself, and here we go.
Turning our attention back to the game tonight, marred by an ugly incident in the second half, bench clearing brawl, so to speak, down in the north end zone, in the south end zone, in the north end zone. Let me get my bearings straight. Chuck, other than that, it's a forgettable game for us.
Yeah, obviously. Well, and kind of predictable too, David. I mean, it's kind of went like the season went. Mississippi State came straight at the Rebels. They ran over them. And then on offense, the Rebels couldn't get anything going in the red zone, had a couple of key turnovers in their own territory that State turned into TDs, and there you go. State didn't need much momentum, and Jordan Tiamu, bless his heart, got his hand hurt and fumbled deep in Ole Miss territory. State knocked that in for their first touchdown, and there you go. And this team was fragile. They played hard for 60 minutes, but they were fragile. They were fragile all year. They didn't know how to finish. They didn't know how to win. And the consequences is a 5-7 season. It's what you get.
Banged up Ole Miss team tonight. They really went without Scotty Phillips. I think he had 4 carries. He was ineffective. Sean Rawlings did not play. He did dress, though. But a little bit of a glimpse of the future tonight. Matt Corral takes his most significant snaps of the season tonight against Mississippi State. The game was over, but you got an idea of what you might see next year from Matt Corral.
Extremely competitive young man. Very talented young man, but obviously by the time he came in, Mississippi State was pinning their ears back. He didn't have a lot of time to operate, but you could tell he made a couple of good throws, really nice throws, and you can tell he's got some poise, and obviously he's got, like I said earlier, a lot of ability.
All right, that's it for us from Vaught Hemingway Stadium. Again, your final score, Mississippi State 35, Ole Miss 3. That does it for the Rebels for the 2018 season, 5-7. For Chuck Brownsville, I'm David Johnson. We're the Ole Miss Spirit.